Hello, and welcome to the ASTD Program Teaser podcast series. My name is Christina Masucci, and I am the president-elect for ASTD Niagara Frontier. This month, we are thrilled to have Frank Chicha joining us. Frank is the presenter for this month's program on November 10th. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning.
Frank, before we discuss the topic for November, could you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Sure. I am the president and principal consultant for my own consulting company. It's a leadership development consulting company called Illuminare Group. Illuminare is actually an Italian word, illuminare, which means to shed light on. And I have been doing consulting work for about the past 11 years. I am also a part-time faculty member in the executive education department through the School of Management at the University of Buffalo. I teach courses in the executive and professional MBA course programs, specifically courses in organizational behavior, leadership and motivation, emotional intelligence.
Thanks, Frank. That's a very interesting background. The title of your presentation for November's program is Creating Organizational Citizens. Can you give us a sneak peek or a preview of what you'll be talking about and what we'll be able to take away from the presentation?
Sure. Organizational citizenship behavior was originally, in fact, the phrase was coined by Professor Dennis Organ. He is a professor of management at the Kelley School of Business at Indiana University, and he first coined the phrase of organizational citizenship behavior in the early to mid 1980s. And what it is organizational citizenship behavior is individual behavior that's discretionary. It's not directly or explicitly related to any type of reward, but the behavior is done through the individual's own interest or belief that their behavior will make a significant impact on the organization. It will affect the functioning of the organization in some way. Some examples of what we might see as those types of behaviors would be somebody who they see trash on the ground. Rather than think it's somebody else's job, no matter what position they are in the organization, they pick it up. They help a coworker. They go out of their way to ask if there's anything that they can do to help. They volunteer for extra work. They may sit on committees. They serve as role models for the cultural values of the organization. So those would be examples of what organizational citizenship behavior is. In my presentation, what I'm going to do is again, expand on what it is, talk about its history and early roots. I'll talk about the benefits of organizational citizenship behavior, some examples of how it is used by organizations or by individuals and how they've seen it make a significant impact in their culture. We'll talk about some of the barriers as to why individuals may not exhibit organizational citizenship behavior. But mostly what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how we as learning and development professionals can educate, foster, and influence organizational citizenship behavior in our own organizations.
Wow, Frank, that sounds fantastic. Thank you so much for the overview. Thank you also for joining us today, and we're very much looking forward to the presentation in November.
Thank you.
Folks, be sure to register for our November program, which takes place on November 10th at 7:30 a.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn on Genesee Street. We look forward to learning, networking, and sharing with all of you. And until then, take care and keep learning.